my channel, or welcome if you're new and this is your first time. We're so happy to have you here. I'm doing something a little bit different today and very, very vulnerable. I am going to talk a little bit about my weight and health journey and what I'm planning to do for 2023. So you're getting the fresh out of the shower me in my Christmas pajamas. We're classy around here, let me tell you. I had a minute to film, so I thought I would just go ahead and get it done. So first off, I just kind of want to do almost like a little disclaimer here. I am speaking only about my own experiences here, not about anybody else's. So everything I say here, understand that I'm talking about myself, my own plans, my own goals, the things that work for me. What works for somebody else might be completely different. Everybody's situation is different. So I just want to make sure I'm making that clear. I'm in no way meaning to judge anybody else or infringe on anybody else's story. This is just my story. So I have battled with my weight my entire adult life. Not when I was a kid, a little when I was a teenager, but not much. It has been as an adult, and my weight gain is on me. I don't have any conditions. I don't have any health issues or things like that that cause me to gain weight. It's me, my poor decisions and choices, what I eat, not being active enough. It is completely me. I am the reason that I am heavy. I just want to make that really clear. For me, it's me. And I have tried every diet in the book. And the truth is, the reason that they didn't work is because I didn't care enough for them to work. You have to want it. And I think it's no different than any other addict, anybody who's addicted to anything else. You have to want to get better. And my addiction happens to be food. Yeah, that's what it is. So, yeah, I don't really know how to talk about this without, I don't know, seeming like I'm making light of it, which I definitely don't want to. It's just an uncomfortable topic. So if I seem like I'm all over the place, that's why. But anyway, 2023 is the year. I know because I can feel that I'm different now. I can tell that I'm approaching it differently this year. I can tell that this is the year things are going to change. And I say I hope I'm right, but I know that I'm right. I will actually be blown away if I'm wrong about this, because it's just a difference in my whole mindset. So I've gotten some tools, and I want to show you what I'm planning to use and what I'm planning to do this year. On top of all of the other things that I have planned, I am also going to kind of get squared away, so to speak, with my doctor, my dentist, all of those things this year. I put off appointments whenever possible. I'm just not good about it. So making sure I'm getting all of my necessary checkups and things. I had my first mammogram last year, so making sure I remember to schedule that this summer. And just getting regularly checked by the doctor. Also going back to the dentist. I haven't been to the dentist in too long, guys. And I just want to go back in, make sure everything looks good, take care of anything that isn't, and then get back into the habit of going once a year, if not twice a year, for cleanings and check-ins. All those things that I've just kind of let go by the wayside. My eye doctor, all of those things. So I'm kind of making a list of what I need to do and when, and what appointments I need to make, and we're going to get back on track with all of that stuff. And then, yeah, the weight loss. So I just want to make it clear, the number on the scale, the pounds, that is not my highest priority whatsoever. It is only the way that I am going to measure my progress. So my highest priority is feeling better. And one of my biggest tools is going to be this purple Clever Fox notebook. Is that not beautiful? I'll put a link to this in the description box below because I ordered it on Amazon and I love it. It's absolutely fantastic. You can get it in several different colors, and then I just attached a pen here to use. I am also going to be using Weight Watchers as a way to track what I'm eating. I'm not doing a particular diet or anything like that. I'm not having, whole food groups that I'm cutting out, nothing like that. I'm just going to track what I eat, track my points. It is the way that I have had the most success in the past, so if I stick to it, I know I can do it. So Weight Watchers, and then I have an Apple Watch. I'm not wearing it right now because it's charging, but it is the Apple Watch SE, I believe. I got that on Amazon too, so I will link that below. It was the slightly fewer bells and whistles version, so a little bit less expensive. And can you see Jason coming into the house there? Yes, you can. Anyway, yeah, so that I'll track activity, steps, things like that. I'm also going to use that to track my sleep. And then I'm using the health app on my phone to track my period and things like that, just to kind of overall health. So now to jump into the really vulnerable, really difficult stuff, which is numbers, where I'm at. I have never shared this much information before. I've shared bits and pieces, but I have weighed myself and measured myself, and I want to be open and honest and vulnerable here and share exactly where I'm at and where I hope to be. And I really want to take you guys along on this journey with me. So here we go. So without further ado, did I already say that? I might have already said that. Jason came home, so I chatted with him for a little bit. Okay, so let me show you what we're working with here. We are working with, this is the monthly spread for February. You put some goals and some plans down here. I've got some stickers. So I've got, these two are caffeine free. So I'm gonna try to do Tuesdays and Thursdays with no caffeine. And then I've got like a shoe here. This will be days that I'm gonna go for a walk. This is like a stretching person. This will be like yoga or some kind of a stretching exercise. I've got a rest day plugged in for Wednesdays, and then cardio, so probably like some kind of a workout on YouTube or something like that, and then more walk. And Saturday we'll just kind of leave open. I have cheat day stickers on Saturdays. Saturday is going to be cheat day only in that I'm going to allow myself either one meal or one item that I don't have to track for Weight Watchers points. So, and I might not do it every Saturday, but it'll be like, we want to order pizza, or I want to have like a fun treat when we're out or something like that. Maybe a caribou or something like that. So that's what cheat day is going to mean for me. And then on the bottom here, it's got most important goals this month. So for this month, it's number 1, just get started. Number 2 is walk and walk and walk and walk. It really just is be active. Number 3 is get Weight Watchers on track and going and track every day. And number 4 is get up to date with doctor's appointments. So I'm going to really start doing that in February, making those lists of what I need to do. And then I have a section over here of things I'll do better this month. So health and fitness, it's going to be activity is going to be my focus. Self-care, it's going to be just relaxing, whether that's reminding myself to relax my shoulders, or taking hot showers, or maybe using like a face mask or things like that to just kind of relax and just try to get out of my own head and not be as anxious. Fun and recreation for February is just going to be walking outside, getting out more often. Body image, I just wrote improve. I just want to feel better in my own skin at every stage that I'm in. Personal development, it's work balance, finding that balance between work and home life, because working from home, sometimes it can be hard to separate the two. And spiritual, it's more prayer, more time spent in prayer. I just want to be praying throughout the day instead of only during my morning quiet time. So yeah, there's that. And then we've got a weekly spread and then a daily spread. And there's obviously 7 daily spreads for every week. So what I've got here is this week's main goal. So the first week, which will be February 1st through the 7th, it's Wednesday to Wednesday are going to be my weeks. So the main goal is to get started. Now, if I'm consistent, if I track everything, follow all the things, it says, reward if achieved. So I just said, if consistent, 3 books is going to be my reward, because I'm a bookie girl right now, if you didn't know that. And then this week's priorities, which I have listed here, are to be more active, to track regularly, some self-care, more time in prayer, like I said, and then better food choices. And then things I'll do better this week. So health and fitness, I'm going to walk more. Self-care, I'm really going to work on my morning prep, getting into my morning routine and making sure that I am trying to do something with myself and put myself together a little bit in the morning. Fun and recreation, again, like I said, to get outside. Body image, part of what I'm going to do to help improve that is to try some new clothes, some clothes I haven't worn in a while maybe. Fun outfits, and then that work balance and praying more I have on here. And then there is a to-do list and a habit list, but I have separate trackers for those, so I just wrote C tracker. And then there's a space on the bottom where you can write things that were this week's wins and then how you'll improve next week. And then the daily situation's got a place for a mood every day, your energy level, your activity, the hours you slept, your priorities, and then it's got a space to write down your food. And I am going to write down my food in this journal, even though I'm tracking with Weight Watchers, just as a second place to like see myself write it down and be more mindful of what I'm eating. So that's the plan. And then the last piece of this is kind of where I'm starting here. So there's a page at the front where I've put a before picture and then my stats and my goals. So my top goals, my number one goal is to lose approximately 180 pounds. Again, the number isn't as important, but that will get me down into a healthy BMI range. The reason I want that goal is to feel better and enjoy my life. And the action steps to get there are going to be Weight Watchers and heightening my activity and all of these tracking things. Goal number 2 is no soda at home, which I talked about already. We're gonna just stop buying it. The reason I want that is because I just want to have less caffeine and I want to drink more water. Goal number 3 is to walk 100 miles. I thought it'd be kind of a fun thing to track on my Apple Watch. This notebook goes for 6 months, so that's where we'll be. I'm going to use my Apple Watch to track that. I'll use YouTube to walk in the house, outside. We have an Anoka County Park Pass, so we'll do some of that. And I want to do that just to feel better and lose weight. Goal number 4 is no more plus size. I would love to get out of plus size clothing. And when I say plus size, there's a lot of different definitions for that. Really what I mean is I don't want to be 3, 4, 5X anymore. I want to be able to buy my clothes in any store that I go into. It's sad that that's an issue, but it is. So, and obviously my action steps for that are going to be to lose weight and be more active. And I want to do it simply because it's easier to buy clothes. And goal number 5 is maybe a little silly one, but it's no seatbelt extender on an airplane and riding all the rides at Disney World. Right now there are a couple of rides I can't ride, not very many, but a couple, and I need a seatbelt extender on the airplane. So that would be a big win for me. And then I've got my stats here. So I'm going to show you guys this picture again up close. There is my beginning picture. And these are my starting stats. And most of these the weight came from January 10th. I haven't weighed myself since, but I'm sure I'm right around the same. And then I've got my measurements, which I just realized I put in the wrong place in here, so I'll have to update that. But so my weight is 328.6 pounds. I have some goals, some target weights and measurements too, but those are less important to me right this minute, this early on. So yeah, 328.6. My BMI right now is 59. It should be like right around 20. That is morbidly obese, if you didn't know. My neck measurement was 16 inches. I have no idea what that means. So maybe I have a big neck, maybe not. My bust is 48.5. My arm was 16.5. My waist is 53.5. My hips are 65 or 66. I couldn't get quite an accurate measurement there. That was a little tough for me. My thigh, my upper leg was 29, and my calf was 19. Those are really embarrassing numbers for me. I am not excited to share those numbers with you guys. But at the same time, I am, because I want to show the progress that I make. And I'm not ashamed of who I am or my body or any of that. I'm not ashamed. I know that when all is said and done, God loves me exactly as I am. But I also know that I'm not fully honoring him when I'm not taking better care of my body. So while I'm not ashamed, I am sometimes embarrassed when people look at me, but mostly I'm not comfortable. I'm not comfortable in my own skin. I'm not comfortable with most of my clothes. I'm frustrated by not being able to do the things I want to do all the time. I talked about this in the video that went up on Wednesday, but I have a mobility scooter rented for this upcoming trip. Yeah, it's this is not my finest hour, but then in some ways it is, because I know that I'm about to make a big change. So yeah, my reward, once all of my goals are achieved and I feel like I've gotten to the point of where I want to be, is an unplanned, unscheduled Walt Disney World trip at a deluxe resort, fly in first class. We do that most of the time anyway, but that's my reward, like a spontaneous trip. That may change as time goes on, who knows, but that's where we're at right now. So that was hard for me to share, but at the same time, I'm really excited about it. And I want to share this whole journey with you guys. And I just want to say, I said at the beginning that I don't want nasty, mean comments and stuff, and I don't, but I really do want to be held accountable. So, again, beginning February 1st, there's going to be Disney vlogs and stuff, and I'm going to enjoy my vacation. But, beginning February 1st, if you watch a weekly vlog or something and I'm mowing down on pizza and not talking about losing weight and all that, and you want to call me on it, by all means, call me on it. If you know me in real life and you just want to say, hey, I thought you were working on your weight loss. I haven't seen you talk about walking or whatever. Please feel free. I will not be offended. I need that. I need to be held accountable. So Jason is on board. He's going to help me out as much as he can, and he's going to make some changes in his own life too. And for his own weight and health journey. And yeah, I want to be held accountable. It's why I'm doing this. So, I am going to make a promise right now to myself, just to myself, that I'm not going to give up on this year. I am going to work my butt off to get where I want to be by the end of this year. No more excuses, no more waiting. I'm going to go to Disney World and I'm going to have a good time. We're going to enjoy ourselves. And then we don't have another vacation planned until probably sometime this fall or winter. So there are just no excuses. None. We're going to do this. And I need all of you guys to help me. Those of you who pray, I would absolutely appreciate your prayers, positive thoughts, all of those things. Again, tips, tricks, things that have worked for you or things that haven't. If you see anything that I'm doing and think, oh, that wasn't really successful for me, I did it this way instead. All of those things, I'm open, would love to hear about them. So anyway, this was probably not the most fun video for sure for you to watch, but if you are still here and still watching, thank you. I greatly appreciate you more than I could possibly say. This online community has just been so encouraging and supportive to me. I absolutely love you guys. So that said, I will see you in the next one, which I believe might be a Disney vlog, might be a reading vlog. Actually, I think you'll see my TBR first for February, but very soon there will be Walt Disney World vlogs. So excited for those. And also just excited to see what 2023 has to bring. So thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.